My Sweet Mobster's first episode opens with a flashback to 2013, presenting Seo Tae-pyong, the mafia boss, and his son Seo Ji-won. After conquering the Kitty Gang, a rival gang, Seo Ji-won takes over for his father. He then goes on to destroy additional gangs to solidify the power of his organization before dissolving the Bulldog Gang and going extinct. In 2023, Seo Ji-won holds the position of CEO at Thirsty Deer, a meat company. When his employees, who appear to be ex-convicts, arrive to a warehouse with rotting meat, Ji-won is at a monastery. They phone Ji-won to inform him about the deeds of Go Yeon-hee, the former right-hand man of his father. Ji-won gives them instructions on how to handle the matter, but they are told to leave the temple since the call disturbs the monks, who are not happy. Go Eun-ha is on the phone with a friend and racing toward a destination in the meantime. After receiving the call, Eun-ha hurried to the scene without changing into her police uniform, believing that her buddy was in danger. It seems that Eun-ha was summoned to Club Cat by her buddy, and she was able to elude the security personnel. Ji-won shows up at Club Cat at the same moment, searching for one of his staff members, Yoon Tae-kyung. He went to Club Cat to hunt for Yoon Tae after hearing that the drug addict had not shown up for work and may have relapsed. Ji-won stops Eun-ha just as she is about to collapse inside the club, causing them to unintentionally cross paths. When Eun-ha runs into a waiter, she scatters several candy. Later on, Ji-won confronts the management of the club after witnessing one of the staff members injecting narcotics into a bottle of whiskey, which causes the staff member to lose the bottle. Ji-won steps in to stop the employee from being beaten up by the club boss. Now that Eun-ha and her buddy have arrived, a club patron spots her police outfit. After pushing her toward the center, Ji-won tries to assist the worker in standing up. But Eun-ha pretends to shackle Ji-won with handcuffs because she believes he injured the employee. Eun-ha and her buddy take advantage of the confusion to flee as the cops approach unexpectedly. After dragging Ji-won outside the club on suspicion of being the offender, the police release him after realizing the handcuffs were a fake. The next day, we find out that Eun-ha is a macaron soft content creator and that the police suit she was wearing was a costume for a recent video. Her supervisor at work chastises her for having conveniently forgotten to include the commercial promotion before posting the video online, claiming that the item was too costly for kids. Her supervisor threatens to revoke her employment if she doesn't follow his instructions. Ji-won and his guys are eating breakfast at the same time, and one of them is reporting on a new medicine that has hit the market and is of interest to Kitty Gang. Ji-won's photo resembles the lollipops that Eun-ha had strewn all over the floor following their encounter at Club Cat. Ji-won believes that she is employed by Yeon-hee as a result. Later that day, Eun-ha notices a restaurant and decides to take a part-time job there. She seems to be in a fog as she makes her way to the restaurant, but when she sees Ji-won leave, she snaps out of it. Eun-ha hastily hides because she recalls their last encounter. Eun-ha believes Ji-won is telling her to come out when he shouts out to someone while he stands outside the restaurant. However, since the owner had left the restaurant open, Ji-won calls a young person who had taken money from the establishment. Eun-ha believes Ji-won is robbing the child of money because she misunderstands him. She gives him a hard headshake and bolts. Ji-won exits the dumpling shop after enjoying his dumplings and striking up a conversation with the shopkeeper, only to run into Eun-ha once more. When a drunk removes her mascot hat, Ji-won notices and follows after her. Eun-ha tells Ji-won that the candy drugs are children's sweets when he gets up to her. Eun-ha brings Ji-won back to the shop so he can see her being fired for creating a mess because he needs proof. Eun-ha pulls a few of the candy out of her bag and puts them in her mouth out of frustration. Ji-won snaps to attention, believing they are still drugs, and makes her spit them out. Later, during a test at the hospital, Ji-won discovers that Eun-ha is carrying candy rather than medication, clearing